still remember life before the war. I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it. The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it. But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits. In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day. But I remember we were born for a better life, and I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it. Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
We'll get you out. Whoa! It's Artyom! Artyom? Artyom! What the hell? He's hurt! Come on, Artyom, stay with us.
So, what's up? They're coming back. Attention, people. Oh, look, it's the hero.
Why are the lights
Move!
off?
It's nighttime at the station.
Don't worry. I told
I got it! Open up! Go!
Here come the Spartans. Looks like Artyom's been on another one of his mad trips of talk.
Hey, Duke, wait a minute. Where to now? Left, across the square! Hey, Damir, do you think the Colonel knows what Artyom been up to here? How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you! Leave him alone!
I killed him myself with my slingshot.
Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro? Rise and shine, people! Hang in there, Artyom. You're gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now.
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel. Hello, Alex.
There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours. But don't you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The Order is short on men after the battle for D6. But you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please, promise me this was the last time. I'll see you later.
Artyom, we managed to bring you back from the brink, but people are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
Still, lucky those Spartans are damn good. They brought Artyom here just in time.
They sure are. I cannot remember the last time I saw a bunch of healthy and fit people down here.
Me neither. It's a shame they spend so much time on the surface.
Well, sadly, it's their job.
Job or no job, if they keep doing that.
Well, not everyone can stand being cooped up down here.
It's what's kept us alive up to now.
And how long do you think that's going to last? How many kids are there in the station? In the whole metro? Who will be left here in the
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Artyom, you all right? You gave us a scare, brother.
Artyom! How are you, friend? I see
Pardon
you're
me,
all right.
gentlemen, give way.
This calls for a celebration.
Artyom, a few more scars and you'll be completely irresistible to any woman. Speaking of which,
Alyosha,
how
you're
are the
your
nurses
usual
in the
self,
hospital,
guys.
huh?
Could you just stop crowding him?
Brother. Welcome back, Artyom.
Привет, Artyom.
All right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours, people.
Yeah! Oh, it's official.
I knew it.
You guys are
So
like
I brought
kids.
something.
And here we go again.
Please, let's not repeat the last
Hold
time.
on, Artyom. And? More of nothing? Artyom, the only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking. Yes, and there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear, please. Don't you think I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest? But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead. We took our time. Time to replace our filters. Come on, replace your filter. Haven't you spent enough time in the sick bay? Move it. We don't need any extra radiation, darling. Ugh, Father will kill me if he finds out I went out with you. Christ, if he learns we've been to a Hansa off-limit zone. Have you been to all these ruins? See all the destruction. And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in the country. If this is how it looks now, imagine how the rest of the world looks. There's just no way anything can live up here but monsters. Look, maybe you should come back to the Order. We'll move to Polis. Dad says he'll arrange a flat for us. Because if not us, then who? A flat with a kitchen and a shower. Let's go in turns here. It's not stable enough. Careful. At least it held. Well, I'd say we're out of the woods. Whoa! Hear that? Turn the light off. Did you hear that? Again! Watchmen! Did I get you? No? Good. They probably heard us coming down from the roof and decided to ambush us. The beasts are getting smarter. Let's pick up the pace. Now the whole area knows we're here. Hear that? It's a pack. Just what we need. A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us. I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. Stop. The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae, or do we let them pass? Wait it out. Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack. Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that. How about we take the bridge to cross the railroad? It would save us a detour. Damn, too high. Hey, Artyom, help me get up there. Shit! Come up now. I got you! Did you hear that, Artyom? Something large roaring. At least it was far away. Now that's what I call a blizzard. Can't see a thing. Or hear. Let's switch to radios. What, John, are you seeing this? I'm not just imagining things, right? A train! A damn train on the surface! Where? Shit! What do we do, Artyom? Should we catch up with it? Look! It's our guys from the Order! Looks like they're chasing that train too. Let's join them!
Hey, come on! Get inside!
How did you guys get here? Did you see that thing out there?
We sure did! Come on, get in! Here. Picked up 2 more individuals at the railroad bridge. One of them is the Order commander's daughter.
You should have checked first, assholes! Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one for that.
What's going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then we got caught by these here.
You mean there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there. We didn't know. We thought we were the only survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
The heck and the boy out!
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it!
At least give them their masks back.
They won't be needing any masks. Get him!
Artyom! Artyom! No! Artyom! Artyom!
Fool. He could have lived. Let's go.
damned watchman broke through. The workers are done for.
Keep your weapon trained on the opening. If anything comes through, shoot. Should send a group there to seal the exit.
Attention! The turntable is switching on.
Now! Put him in a cell. Can you stand to cool his head? Well, I knew I could expect anything from the old timer, but shouting at the captain? That's too much.
I've just about enough of your whining, you old fart!
You're heading straight for the ravine if you don't shut up.
Now listen, if you come out of here, we won't accept this shit again. Okay?
Animals. How can they? What can I do? A mutant? Watchman! A human? How did you... Oh my God. It's you she's been screaming about. Alive! You came for her. All right. I'll help. Finally, I'll be of some use. Okay, they took the girl to the base chief for interrogation. I can't take you to the main entrance. Too many guards. But we may sneak in from the back. Let's go. Don't rush, though. If they notice you, we're both done for. Wait. You'd better not walk into the light. Let's do it this way. You sneak to the lighting panel and disable it while I distract them.
Breaker again.
Looks like they didn't finish the repairs at the generator, Sergeant.
Sanya, go tell the workers.
Move crouch. It's quieter that way.
Oh, you turned quite civil again.
See that ladder?
So you can use your head after all.
Try sneaking to it now. Stay close to the wall.
Yermak, is that you? What are you mumbling? Come here and help me fix this.
Yes, sir. Got me already.
Come on, come on. Fixing this should be nothing for you.
There's a failure of the generators. What? See it?
Is it
Yeah,
safe
I
in here?
totally need you to tell me what I should do.
In this
Better
hangar?
fix this line here.
Everything is under
Come
control.
on, move it. You old bag of bones.
Wait.
Yeah, right.
You'll have to take him down. Can you do it quietly?
By the way, what happened to the workers they sent to
What's
fix
with that
pipe?
mumbling?
It's none of your fucking business.
Oh, I'm just talking to myself. I got a memory problem, you see.
Everyone got to ask questions.
Ah, you're Mac. Time to fit that pine jut. Yeah.
Wait. Turn that light off.
Full of your dumb questions.
Let's go. Wait a moment. Wait. He's looking this way, and we need to get to that door. Try distracting him. Look, there's some garbage around. Throw some. Great.
Now throw it. Well done. Let's go. Come. Go through. Come on. Good luck to you.
You're dead now. You're all dead. No matter who you are. That will shut the fuck up. When he learns what you've done to our children, to these civilians, these people are from other cities, aren't they? They come to Moscow looking for us.
Who the fuck are you?
Артём!
Throw me at you! Out! You fucker!
Артём! Oh my god! You're alive! Alive! Are you hurt? Hunter's badge? It stopped the bullet!
Take this, bitch!
Don't move.
Attention. Control unit damaged.
Morons! We are at war! One death won't be enough for you now, you
What is this
imbeciles! This is a universal broadband radio jammer.
What?
It stops Moscow from hearing anyone, and them from hearing us.
Emergency shutdown.
Shit! This fucking sucks.
Do you hear that, Артём? You were right all along. Do you see? It's not just Russia out there. It's the whole world. Oh my god. What for?
Because the war is still going on, and you behave like fucking kids! Hang on!
All the guards will be here soon. Damn.
Don't shoot! I'm with him. With you. You have to run. Is this yours? They just left it sitting there. We must get out before they recover.
Get ready, people.
Guards! You have to go sneak through the courtyard. Take the door the guards are coming through. Here, quick! Let's go.
Who are you?
Andrei Ivanovich Yermak, the train engineer. Run now. Just get to that hangar, and then God willing, I'll get you out of here. They know me, so I'll get there easily.
Why are you helping us, Andrei Ivanovich?
I had... I guess I'll tell you later. I hope.
Hey guys,
Be careful.
what's going on? Hey! Hey, guys!
Артём, I see the enemy. Give me a boost. Can't really see well with the snowstorm. Don't forget your visibility gauge, Артём.
If you don't move too fast and don't come out into the light, you'll be harder for them to notice. Don't turn your flashlight on either, they could notice. Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
So, what do you think that was? Did that bitch actually start some shit? No idea, him. Maybe she had help. Them spies, they still keep looking for us. An old hag and a fucking team? Those were some mighty spies there, my friend. Yeah, sure. And then they just walked in here all by themselves. I see the enemy! Like a bullet!
It's on, covering you! Hold on, Artyom! flashlight on either. They could notice. Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
No idea, really. Maybe she had help. Them spies, they still keep looking for us. An old hag and a fucking team? Those were some mighty spies there, my friend. Yeah, sure. And then they just walked in here all by themselves, did they? Hey, Hal! What's the matter?
I see the bastard! Down there! He's there!
It's us, covering you!
You're going down!
Shit! Reloading! Up there!
Don't turn your flashlight on either. They could notice. Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
Let's go check the back door, just in case. So, what do you think it was? Did that bitch actually start some shit? No idea, really. Maybe she had help. Them spies, they still keep looking for us. An old hag and a fucking team? Those were some mighty spies there, my friend. Yeah, sure. And then they just walked in here all by themselves, did they? A chopper brought them and then scooted. Oh, yeah. Agent Hag reporting. Naturally, they're pretending to be civilians. You rookies all think you know everything after a week of service. Hey, hey, see that crate? What's there?
Attention! The command center came under enemy attack.
Artyom, the hangar is right there. We could break through. Changing position, Artyom.
All unauthorized persons are to be fired upon immediately.
Great job, Artyom.
Civilian personnel movement is prohibited until further notice. Attention!
Take the mask off,
The
Artyom.
jamming system is coming back online.
Now we have to find Yermak.
Yes, sir.
Artyom, they got Yermak. We have to get closer.
Forcing to be shitty, but...
If you get closer, I'll distract them while you rescue the old man.
I'm telling you, there was a noise from behind the gate.
There's nobody out there, that's for sure. It's the outside gate, so it could only be watchmen.
What if it's the attackers?
Well, then those watchmen just had a nice meal and we don't have...
Enemy contact!
Nothing to fear.
They noticed you. Covering.
Watch that pillar! He's hiding behind
The guards won't let us get away. We have to do something about them first.
Artyom,
Do
the
something
enemy's on
about
you.
the guards, please!
Fucker!
That pillar! He's hiding behind it!
There he is, behind the crate! Reloading!
Behind the pillar!
All clear. Let's sprint to Yermak, Artyom. Artyom,
Am I glad to see you here?
Are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you. All right. We don't have much time. They'll be back. I'll go to the engine. It should be ready now. You go up there and switch the turntable mechanism on. And please, be careful. We could easily have the whole base on us.
Heads up! It's the enemy!
More guards! Get them!
He's in the back!
We could easily have the whole base on us.
Heads up! It's the enemy!
More guards! Get them!
Enemy! The enemy's in that path! You bastard! I see him there! Visual! Down there! Cover man down!
Artyom, we need that turntable on. Artyom, we've no time. Turn it on.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar! Down there!
Turn the turntable on.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar! Oh, visual on the enemy! I see the enemy!
Artyom, we need that turntable on.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar! Visual! Down there!
Artyom, we need that turntable on. Artyom, we're running out of time.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar! I see him! There he is!
Artyom, we need that turntable on. Turn the turntable on.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar! Enemy contact!
Artyom, we need that turntable on. on, Artyom. We don't have all day.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar! I see him! Hostile! Shit, they're stealing the fucking train! Counter generator!
Don't let go, Artyom!
That was intense. Are you okay?
Hey, there's a manual drive on the platform. It's hard
Artyom!
It's just a little bit close. Go now! Fast up!
More guards, get them!
He's hiding behind that pillar!
Artyom, I can't turn this alone. Let's do this together. Just a little. Yes. Run!
Kill them!
Artyom, come on! Yes!
Come here, quick!
You're going to ram the train!
You should put the masks on. The seals might be damaged.
We did it! Yeah!
Base, we apprehended the engineer with 2 accomplices. Over.
Roger that, base. Over. All right, shoot these 2. And as for the engineer...
What do you mean, shoot these 2? Is
Don't
this the
you
rifle
dare
something?
give me lip, soldier!
There, the Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here.
Anna!
Dad! Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Artyom, what are you doing here?
Talk about surprise. Colonel, this will mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Be quiet!
They...
How did you end up here? It doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this lying down.
No shit,
the watchers
Sherlock.
won't let
No,
them.
I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There,
What is
in the
Anna
ravine,
talking about,
there are
sir?
people from other cities, dead! All of them,
Everyone shut
women, children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down this road?
The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark.
Is there a safe place to stop nearby?
Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser.
All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and they can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding.
No,
at the
I'll
Jama.
fight for the guys no matter what.
Of course, Artyom, Anna, they are with
The
us.
order leaves no one behind.
All right, Spartans, throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch some air. I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them! While you were getting irradiated on the surface, my father just kept lying! Lying to you, to me, to everyone! The whole fucking world! And not even batting an eye!
Stop the engine immediately and come out with your hands above your head. That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
Fuck me, that's some offer. And look at all the machine guns.
Happy now? Is this what you were hoping
How
for?
is this his fault? You knew everything and never said shit!
Shit!
Stop the engine immediately.
Oh, fuck! Are you okay? Yeah, just a scratch.
Okay, we're stopping. But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition. Yermak, start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering.
Ah, finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so...
How about from the inside?
Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox.
Please, let me do it. Colonel, sir. I will be appointing the volunteers here. Artyom will do it.
Why Artyom?
Because he started to talk, and he better do something about it. Artyom, leap over as soon as we slow down. I will distract him in the meantime.
Plastic explosion.
Here you go.
Give you cover if needed.
Cut the shit, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion, treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
You tell me, where are you taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No, I see only one answer. You've been fought and you're running back to your masters.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, man? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Plan? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you...
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. And I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
Escape? Where to? Huh? What was that?
I give up! I give up!
Attention!
Time's up, Colonel Miller.
Easy! We are slowing down! The brakes on this thing are busted!
Don't sweat it, Colonel. My people will help you handle it.
On the count of 3!
Yermak, get ready to hit the brakes.
1...
Now! Artyom, keep going. This just got serious.
Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole!
Enough! Stand on the brake!
You motherfucker! What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole! You're lucky you won't be treated not like the others, but like rabid dogs! What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole! Motherfucker! You're lucky, your daughter. You'll all be treated not like deserters, but like rabid dogs! For each of you, I'm shooting you personally like your forehead, you damn cripple! Forget! What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole! The brakes are working again!
You goddamn bastard should have shot you on the spot!
Why didn't you? Orders to take me alive?
Blast the orders to take alive! Fire! Shoot the kill! Attack visible target! I tried to treat you humanely!
What's the problem?
You motherfucker! Now you've done it! You're lucky to... A bullet for each of you! Are you on your possibly separate your forehead?
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm just a stalker. I'm not with him. They make me just...
Come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
guns!
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh my god, Artyom! Thank goodness you're okay!
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Why the long faces?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can't help but wonder, what next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we're traitors in the eyes of Command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are Command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If Artyom finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do. We have to find a good place for people from Moscow.
Like Artyom always wanted.
Giving them all to the enemy? A grand idea. I say, we solve our problems before moving on to saving all Moscow. All right? How is it going, Artyom? Found it yet?
There's a whole world out here. A world where we could live.
So far, we only know one thing for sure. Radiation levels are nominal. The air is breathable. But what about the rain?
So what? You can't even breathe in Moscow.
So, does anybody live out here? We don't know. How will they treat us? I don't know that either. What would they do if they found out there are survivors in Moscow? Again, I don't know. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal.
But we do know we've been lied to. For 20 years, we've been lied to. We know they've been killing people.
Collateral damage is inevitable in operations of such scale and secrecy. Yes, people have died, but the bombs killed tens of millions. Yet we are alive. We stayed alive throughout those years.
Artyom almost got killed. Is he just collateral damage too?
Guess what? Yes! If you have to choose between the life of a single man, no matter how dear he is to you, and the lives of everybody else, all the dwellers of Metro, then there's nothing to think about. Are you looking for it, Artyom? Come on, do your best!
Would you say the same about me?
And about myself, too. I've spent my whole life protecting the people of Metro. Do you get it? My whole life. And I wouldn't hesitate for a second. I'm prepared to do anything to ensure Metro survives. Even though they'd shoot me on sight if I returned now. It doesn't matter. Too many lives are at stake. Too many lives have already been sacrificed to hesitate now. Too many.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to. But we have to make up our minds. How will things finish for all of us if we start out lying to each other and arguing? We need to be better.
You ask me how things will finish. Well, let me tell you, it all depends on Artyom now. If he finds the frequency, if they are alive. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try! It must be there! Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try! It must be there! Are you looking for it, Artyom? Come on, do your best! Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try! It must be there! Nothing yet, Artyom. This signal has got to be there. Look some more. Are you looking for it, Artyom? Come on, do your best. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try. It must be there. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal.
Attention! Attention! This is the Special Restoration Committee speaking from the Ark Project base. Everyone
Wait a moment, what was that?
Everyone's still loyal to the cause.
What?
Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location.
Listen, everyone.
181-79. Area 18-5. I repeat.
All right.
Proceed to the rally point.
number supposed to...
181
Got it!
dash 79.
So it is
Area
somewhere around here. The Yamantau Mountain. So the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
Great reaction. So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out, Demir.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
It's not a short trip to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time.
Let's go around and be done with it.
Nah, go to hell. Even better. Oh, come
How
on.
about Aurora? The Roman goddess of dawn and a cruiser of, you know what?
That's better.
Not bad. I like it.
Beautiful name!
Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Let's drink to
Aurora! Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That should be enough. Yermak, full steam ahead.
Aye. Full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. How are you, Alyosha?
Oh, Anna. I was expecting an arrow from a Cupid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars attract the ladies.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Andrei Abramovich.
Well, I'll be damned. All those years of breathing.
So, dear Moses, can you feel how sweet the air is without a mask? Or not just sweet, so many shades of taste it has. A weird feeling, eh, my friend? I remember you telling me how you took your mask off atop a Stonkino tower. When you homed those missiles in on the dark ones, was the air bitter then? Who knows though? Had you not launched those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird, huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well. The links emerge from the dark water. And what drink is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose. So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain? Is it dumb to think about such things when all I ever did in life was carry out orders? Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still, I would like to know what's on the end of your chain.
Look, if there's no radiation, that means we could bring everyone out of Moscow.
It doesn't matter if there's radiation or not, Comrade American. The citizens of Moscow will have to stay put.
But why? We're just a short way from the city. And the radiation's gone.
Things might have been that easy in your America, but life has never been so easy here. Even now, we woke up saviors of the metro, and by lunchtime, we're enemy spies, saboteurs, train thieves. And what for? Something we thought was true turned out to be a lie. And that is enough for them to want us dead.
The Hansa bosses must have known that we could live up here. But the public didn't know that. Who'd want to stay down in the metro if we told them?
We cannot tell them. If they are ready to make mincemeat out of old ladies and kids to keep their secret, what do you think would they do to you, Uncle Sam? Huh? We can't go back. We can't use radio. Remember the jammers? And even if you pull a perfect Rambo and break through back into the metro, do you expect they'd all just believe you and go, yes, Moses, lead us out of this Egypt? Can you even imagine the death toll? Take your average station guards. Even if the Hansa guards didn't shoot them, how far would they get? Right to the nearest mutant den, most likely. We are safe here, speeding along on this Eastern Express. They are not as lucky. Not at all.
Well, what if there was a proper evacuation?
And who would do that? Hansa's people? The ones that kept us under lock and key for 20 years? Or us too? Besides, getting the people out of Moscow is not the end of it. You have to settle them somewhere, provide food. You know, brother, I do get where you're coming from, but this matter is way more complex than it seems.
I guess you're right. All this clean air went to my head. So, wait, does this mean the Colonel was in the know?
His rank does seem to suggest that. Besides, he led negotiations with Hansa. Where would we be without them after the D6 debacle? They gave us weapons and recruits to replenish our losses. We, on the other hand, our competence does not stretch beyond thinking cozy thoughts and keeping the fools in the metro from killing each other off. Remember, if not us, then who?
You are too smart for your own good, idiot. Hey, Demir, I've been thinking. How far are we gonna go?
No masks needed. The railroad runs through the whole country. As far as we want, I reckon. As for Yamantau, it's about 2,000 clicks away.
No, I mean, how far can we get with the fuel we have? What's this machine's mileage?
Aha, that. Yeah, it certainly is a coal guzzler, this thing. Then again, there should be coal stores at every station. And if we don't find any, we could still burn firewood.
Why the long face, Demir?
You see, I made a mistake of stocking up on filters. While I could have gotten a whole bunch of MREs for the same ammo, or a new hazard suit, I wish I'd known there'd be no need for them. The corporal sold them way too hard, that bastard. Get them while they last. He even gave me a book as a free extra. Quotations from Chairman... do you know this writer? Mao? Anyway, here I am like a fool with the stupid book and the filters, while we could really use that meal-grade ammo now. You never know who or what we might meet.
You're not giving the book enough credit. At the very least, it contains a whole world of wisdom on fighting the war against the imperialism. Which we might encounter on the way, even though so far we just seem to be fighting our own.
Yeah, Anna's pulling no punches this time. Perhaps she shouldn't have. It's not like the Colonel understands everything. Now who's in the right here?
Whoever's not wrong, obviously.
Well, who's not wrong then?
He who does nothing and says nothing too.
Give me a break. Who's in the right now?
Everybody is, brother. And nobody.
I shouldn't have asked.
I